Whew. Let's get hiking. Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everyone is doing well. Got a very different video for today. It was very much on an impulse, but today we are hiking in the Yosemite National Forest. So I kind of did this on a whim. It was about a couple of days ago. I was like, you know what? Why don't I go on a hike? Because why not, you know? I had today off, so I thought it'd be fun to just take a day to myself, you know? It's just me out here. I got nobody else. And we are in the middle of nowhere. As you saw the sign before, it's a little bit scary because there are mountain lions in this forest. I got a couple spots I want to get to today. It's a nice little waterfall that I've been to before. Not by myself, but this time I just get to do what I want. So I think it's gonna be really fun. Get some cool shots. I do have to get back later today to hit some shoulders, but why don't we just enjoy ourselves out in here in the wilderness? This video may be a lot longer than I interpreted earlier, so I'm very excited to kind of keep everything going. Yeah, we got some people here. But it's gonna be very awesome. I'm very excited to keep going through. Morning. And we're just gonna keep trucking along until we get to the spot that I want to. All right, guys, we got one spot before we get to the actual waterfall. Check it out. It's nothing too crazy, but like, I do have an idea. It's not smart, but it's pretty cool. I kind of want to go across. I definitely don't think I should, at least with the camera. And I feel kind of bad because there's people down there, and I think they're gonna get pretty damn horrified if I do that. So I think on the way back we'll do something really cool. But in the meantime, I'm taking a sec just to kind of chill here, look at everything. We got the waterfall, or the little river kind of going past down there, but it gets a little bit more difficult on the way through, but it'll kind of ease itself out. So let's just keep moving. Like I was saying though, there's things that are gonna matter a lot more in your life, and there's also gonna be things that matter a lot less. And it's gonna be random when you realize it. You're not really gonna be ready to understand, but everything comes along. It just does take more time. Whew. Well, yes, I am doing my cardio. I'm doing 20 minutes on the Stairmaster 6 times a week. Only day I don't do it is on leg days. But damn, this is a whole lot harder than a Stairmaster carrying all this stuff. But got it through the hard bit. Whew. But you gotta go through the hard bits to enjoy the good ones. Finding a bit of a clearing here, which is nice. And the name of the trail I'm on, by the way, it is the Lewis Creek Trail Head. So I actually went to the wrong spot. At first I went to Lewis Creek Trail, and when I parked I was like, this isn't right. So I retyped it in and saw Trailhead, and then I remembered, oh yeah, that's where it is. So at least I made it here. I can hear more water up ahead, so I think we are getting close to one of our destinations. As you guys can probably tell, we've made it to the waterfall. The water is freezing cold, but by golly, am I gonna get in because I am sweating. Okay, I felt like I had to do that first because that was awesome, but I'm actually dying now, so. All right, guys. Ooh, we gotta unzoom this. Come on. There we go. That was awesome. I feel great. I'm gonna take some time to dry off, and then I will start recording back once I'm done with that. I'm gonna be completely honest. I have just been fully utilizing my free will out here. I've literally just been climbing around on everything that I can because it's fun and there's no one out here except me. So I get to have a good time, you know? And I think it's kind of a symbol. Like if I were to be this outgoing in a normal scenario where there are people, I think I would just stand out a lot more. Like I don't really want to stand out. Like I think that's a thing. There's a deep-rooted part of me that doesn't want to be the most outgoing person in the room. I kind of like to stay more shallow. And the other part of me is tired of that part even existing. I like to be outgoing. It's fun. I have a good time every time that I am. But then I revert back. And I think so many people can relate to that in a way that there's multiple parts of you that you want to get rid of because the other ones would outshine it so much that your life would just be so much better. And I need to follow my own advice with that and just be better. And stop living life by limits and just do what I want. Whenever, whatever. It's been a few hours now, so I'm gonna eat my meal now, finally. We got my beef and rice, banana and the Rice Krispies, so I'm gonna do that. And then I might hike up a little bit more up that way, or I'll head back, but we'll see once I get to that. All right, guys, so we are now leaving the waterfall. That was fun. That was enjoyable. But geez, climbing up that hill is not easy. But that is actually the furthest that I've been. So as we keep going through this trail, I have not seen any of this before. Everything that's up ahead is new to me, which is very exciting, except also a little scary. But like I said, fear can't hold you back. So we're gonna keep trucking through. We're gonna see what we find. Not too sure how much more there is up here exactly, but the more I see, the more I'll show. Genuinely, the only thing that sucks about being out here is just how many bugs there are. It's actually genuinely the most annoying thing, just having 10 bugs in my field of vision. But besides that, it's honestly beautiful. Once you get past the bugs flying around your ears and how annoying they are, it's just beautiful, man. Just going through, you know. Oh my God. Okay, never mind. Jesus Christ. Oh. Little pathway through. Okay. This is cool. I'm just hoping these bugs don't like bite, because then I'm gonna be covered. They definitely do, unfortunately. But I guess that's the price I pay for this. Well, this is free to do this. So, I mean, everything's got a price. And this one is just 100 bug bites. Ooh, and a butterfly. Whoa, that kind of scared me. Oh, hey, we got another little area up here. Let's go check it out. Crazy, just like a little chill site. It's kind of cool though. Not too much really going on over here. Look at the sand though. Just a little crevice. Some more water. Just stuff flowing through. Very nice over here though. Not much sun. It's cool though. It's bugs flying all over me though. So I'm gonna go a little more up ahead. If I find anything, I'll turn my camera back on, but if not, we're probably gonna start making our way back. I see some different colors up there. So I think we're gonna get up to that spot and check that out. So it turns out I'm not the only one out here, but I found a great view of everything. I'm on this big rock that I found, and I kind of get to outlook just, well, a lot of trees, but at the same time, it's kind of a cool look. You kind of see everything goes up, and all the way down over here. Right down in there. It's pretty awesome though. There seems to be like some little lagoon thing down there. I'm not too sure what that is. I might check it out, but I don't think there's really any sort of way down there. But scratch that. Found a way down. Let's get down there. All right. I kind of made my way down a little bit. Real cool looking area, to be honest. I just gotta situate my footsteps real nice so I don't fall. That would suck. But this place is really cool down here. Do I really want to get all the way down? Not really. But you can kind of see through here. Water just kind of flows through, finds a little spot, and it just keeps flowing down. Alright guys, so I found an actual good stopping point. I'm just gonna take a minute I'm gonna have a seat here for a while, just kind of look at the scenery for a little bit, because I am pretty tired. It's a lot harder than it looks, but after I'm done chilling here, I'm gonna start making my way back, and then we're just gonna get on with the day. All right, guys. I'm so happy that I ended up going a little bit further, because that spot was absolutely beautiful. Without a doubt, just absolute beauty. That was a huge waterfall. I'm thinking maybe next time I'll kind of come over here, I'll bring someone, you know, kind of have an interactive experience. You know, maybe I'll vlog that too, maybe not. But that was a crazy area that I did not expect to see. And I guess hiking through all these bugs in this muddy swamp bit was worth it, because that was insane. But I sat there for a little bit. There's that little bench that was made there, so that was nice. And just took some time to just ultimately reflect on a lot of things, you know. There's a lot of decisions that I should have made a lot sooner in my life in comparison to now. But at the same time, better late than never. Better late than never, because some people will never make the certain changes that need to be done in their life. Some people will never make the hard decisions in order to just ultimately better themselves, better the people around them, and better their own future. Which, in my mind, just sounds horrible, man. You know, like, you go about life and there's so many different choices, there's so many different pathways that you ultimately have the decision to make. And so many of those decisions have so many good outcomes, and yet so many people still end up in the bad ones. There's so many different things that you can do to just better the future for yourself. And it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if you change it, because you are going to change it. You're not going to be doing the same thing forever. Life is going to change all the time, right? Life will always be changing rapidly. And it's whether you can come and adapt to those changes, or if you let the changes adapt to you. Because if you're one with yourself, if you're able to move forward no matter what happens, you are a 1%. Because so many people will let the things that happen in their life dictate what they do and how they are. And you have the decision to not let that happen. Is it harder? Yeah. It isn't easy. The best paths in life are never easy. That's just not how it is. Unless you were born into an already billionaire family, you're gonna have to make choices for yourself. Whether they are for the better or for the worst, that's up to you. But we still got a while back to go. I'm just kind of slowly making my way down. This is definitely exhausting. I'm sweating bad, but this was so fun. This was so worth it. This is definitely something I plan on doing more often, because being with a group is fun and all, and I understand that. But when you're by yourself, you can do whatever you want. When you're alone, you can do I could jump down here and just crawl down if I wanted to. You know why? Because no one can tell me otherwise. Don't end up hurting yourself with that information, but when you are alone, you have the capacity and the free will to genuinely just do what you want. Don't make it illegal, and don't make it too dangerous to the point where you hurt yourself. But sometimes a little bit of danger didn't hurt anybody. Just be smart about it. So I'm gonna make my way down through the mountain here. And then once I start to get closer to my car, once I'm on a more familiar path, we'll start back up and we'll get going from there. You know, I really was thinking about getting on that log back there and climbing across because I thought it'd be a cool photo. But right there, that's not worth it. That log is too slippery. I remember trying to walk on it one time and trying to get to the middle of it and stand up and get some different shots, maybe some different poses. I don't think that's worth it. I'm not about to slip and break my leg and then have to deal with all that repercussion. But we're almost on the way back. And there's a couple of things that I was honestly kind of thinking about. Ultimately, main thing in my head right now is, what good does giving up ever do for somebody? You know, anytime someone has given up on something, name one time you can think that when you gave up, it ended up in you feeling better. It ended up in you moving forward with something. Giving up never pushes anyone to anything good. It doesn't push you forward in your dreams. It doesn't push you forward in life. It doesn't push you forward in your relationships. Never giving up, though, leaves you with, one, a better taste in your mouth is that if it doesn't work out, no matter what, you know that you tried as hard as you could to get to where you wanted to be. And if it doesn't work out, then that's just not the plan that was made for you. And you can move forward with that, knowing that you did everything. But if you give up halfway through because it's a little too difficult, you're gonna be thinking about that for who knows how long. You could be thinking about that for years. So one thing, no matter what it is, don't give up on it. Because if you don't give up on it, there is 100% more likely chance that it can come true and it can happen, whatever it may be. We just got a few more bends to get around before we get back to the car. And I'll see you guys then. Thank the Lord. I am very tired, but we still got the gym to get to today, so we gotta keep trucking along. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Like I said, I am exhausted, but I still got a lot of stuff I gotta get done. I gotta go to the gym, I got some work I gotta catch up on, and just keep the day going. It's 1:48. We got a whole day ahead of us still. Same thing with you guys. If you have a whole day ahead of you, work for it. Alright? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Drop a like, drop a subscribe. It means the world to me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.